There we've got an actual genuine question that seems like a good one. Here we go. Oh, you just clicked it. Do you think lockdown should end in May? That's from Mother B.
Hello, Mother B.
Hi, Mother B.
I think it should be the start of the end of lockdown in May for sure. The government seem like they're heading that way, aren't they? Looking at asking us to wear face masks now, which is a good idea, because it'll make people feel better if nothing else. And I think we're going to have to start seeing a relaxation of it. I don't know if the kids will be back at school in May. I've got a feeling it might not happen. Some
schools are opening, aren't they? But yeah, the feeling I've been saying since they shut that it'll be September. Although Switzerland's just reopened the schools, haven't they? And they've said that they can't find any evidence whatsoever for someone under 10 passing the disease to an adult. They've not found a single instance apparently.
No, but then you've got all the adults passing it to each other. In the school playground when you pick them up, because you can't really social distance when you're trying to pick kids up, unfortunately.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. You slowly get back into it or whatever. I think if they reopen the schools, I'm not sure people would even necessarily bring them back. Again, I don't think, and I'm sure B doesn't think that we should just reopen everything instantly. But if
don't speak for her.
Well,
don't put words in her mouth.
I'm just assuming she doesn't, like we just wake up tomorrow and everything's back to normal. But it should definitely start loosening. Of course, it fucking should. But you know that from what the Prime Minister said today. He's gearing up for that. He said we're going to let you know next week. Did you see him talk actually?
Sorry,
I
was
Boris
pouring
Johnson.
wine. No, I didn't. I read the Cliff Notes.
Oh, right. It was good.
I had too much going on here. In Hewitt Towers at the time, so no, I didn't get to, but I caught some of it, and it is what it is. I know there's the face mask side of things, and the same we might be past the peak now, and at least we're not doing what other governments are doing, which is continuously passing it down the line. But until I see some movement, I don't want to end up like Spain. It's getting really creepy in Spain.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I'm more worried about food riots and civil liberty riots than I am like a second peak. I mean, we're gonna get, as soon as we start loosening off, cases will go up.
But here's the thing: in Spain, I saw this sent in, and take it or leave it, according to whether you want to believe it or not. But obviously, their lockdown is really strict. But if people are caught flouting it, people are of course phoning the police because people love doing that. The police are turning out and giving people a kicking. And people are fucking cheering them on.
Yeah, and what's it done? Their deaths have been through the fucking roof. They've been the same as the rest of Europe.
I think everybody's going to, apart from the odd country, I think most everybody's going to wind up with the same amount of deaths at some point. That's only my opinion. It's not based on any scientific insight beyond that's how it looks.
I mean, what they were saying today was, it's not that useful at the moment, and I'm guilty of this. I obsess over that worldometer thing and the data.
It's no good. It's no good.
And but for me, it's just an exciting thing coming in. I don't follow football.
But virologists have been very clear, haven't they? It's like, no, you do this year by year. You don't do this day by day. People have argued with me that's not true. It is important. It's like, well, yeah, it's important people are dying, but in the way you're using it, it's not terribly useful or important.
Well, what they said was that the final number that matters is deaths by age and by existing conditions. That's what matters.
That's the shit we won't get.
We're not going to get that for a long time. No.
If ever, because there'll be things like mother-in-law that they want to gloss over. Here we go. So we've got that. We've got a follow up from B here. I do think the UK needs to reopen, but I'll not be sending my 4-year-old daughter to school. But I think if the lockdown is going to be longer, more people think, and there is more. I'm assuming that's more than 27,000 deaths in the UK. Yes, the 27 deaths thing is because we've just added almost 4,000, haven't we? To the totals, and that's the care homes. So there could be more, there could be less. I don't know. I really don't know. None of us know. But in terms, I think that's the thing though. In terms of schools, my daughter's also 4, and she'll be straight back in school.
She was. I mean, not just for me, not just for the fact that I really miss being able to seduce myself during the day. No, I mean, she was crying her fucking eyes out today, man. Like, I nearly missed the show because she was just. I've just been in bed with her for an hour, just reassuring her that because she keeps thinking year one will be like, all the other kids that she knows will stay in reception and. Because I've been telling her like there's a good chance she'll be in year one when you go back, but it's all backfired now because she thinks they'll all stay in reception, all her friends, and she'll be on her own. So she's like, I won't know anybody, Daddy, and all this stuff. I'm just like, I've just been sat there trying to remember the names of her entire class so I can list off all the people that she will definitely be with when she goes back. For me, in terms of the risk and all that, I value her mental health and social interactions more than I do the risk to me, you know.
July, Greg. July when school holidays start here. I'd be really surprised if they brought them back.
Yeah, I know. We're
gonna have a lot of thick kids.
Well, the thing is with school, and you know that I'll like this. Like if restrictions loosen and they don't bring school back, then you're looking at like epic gatherings, aren't you? I've already found like a hall near me that's reasonably suitable. I
don't think they'll relax the mass gatherings. I think I think that's next year.
I'll be getting a few kids together. I'll be getting 10 kids together as soon as we're in a position. I'll be organising things just like the old days.
For fuck's sake, not one show without you rubbing it in people's faces.
Hey man, I'm just being honest. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. I can't have my daughter crying every night because she's, you know, the problem is now when it's raining and I can't take her out for walks and things, and she's just, you know. What are you saying, Daz?
Good point. It gets his goat that yesterday he thinks the government finally conceded that major medical treatments would resume soon. Do you remember them saying they would never stop?
Oh yes,
treatment would never change.
They're gonna start phasing them back in now, and it's like you've literally spent a month denying that they were stopping.
Well, tomorrow we're burying someone that was abandoned by the NHS. Abandoned.
Yeah.
And apart from you guys, you've been great, and Richie's been great, and I guess the Daily Mail, no one else gives a fuck.
No, you know what? The Daily Mail's been amazing in terms of pressure for this, but you know
they've been great.
It's interesting because a lot of sort of lefties that you might that are sort of like you voted to destroy the NHS. They also hate the Daily Mail, so they're not even. It's weird, isn't it? So they're not even seeing that side of things.
Oh mate, for every time I've tweeted about this, there's been people calling me a complete liar, fearmonger. I'm full of shit. I've got no evidence. It's like the evidence is about a mile from my house in a pine box right now.
You would have thrown something at the TV if you had actually watched the thing today. Boris's bit was great, but then during the questions, that came up in terms of care and stuff, and they did say that there's been some worrying reports that people are too scared to go to the hospital if they've had a stroke or a heart attack or whatever, they framed it as like saying, everything is available. It's all there. You should go. Don't be. And it kind of put it on the public. And don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are instances of that. Of course there are. Like I really need to go to the dentist. I've got toothache like crazy, but I've not been checking every fucking day because part of me is like, well, I don't want to. I just don't want to be dealing with a medical environment right now. So I get that. But don't be fucking framing it as if that's the entirety of it.
Did you see the graph Elon Musk posted about hospital usage?
Oh, he's been a legend, Elon. He's been a legend.
Expected, actual.
It's down there, isn't it?
Same in the UK. It's no different. I don't think it's been anywhere near as dangerous or as deadly as they thought it was going to be.
No.
People have died for nothing.
Yeah,
people
they did say
for nothing.
Apparently no hospitals have been at capacity. None have sort of officially turned anyone away yet. Apparently, anyway. What did Elon also write like "Free America Now" or something like that? Like
something like that
in all caps. And I think it was a copy. I don't know because I don't follow him, but I think it was a direct copy of the tweet that Donald Trump did. Because Donald Trump's been doing like "Free Minnesota Now" and things like